If you've ever been a guest on a podcast, gave your best tips, told your story, and then silence, no new subscribers, no email signups, no spike in sales, then this one detail is probably what you missed. It's the difference between being forgettable and being the guest that listeners obsess over and follow instantly. Stick with me because I'm going to hand you the missing piece. The number one reason most guest appearances flop: a lazy call to action. It's not a skill issue, it's a relevance issue. People show up to a podcast, speak like pros, drop their wisdom, then say something like, go check out my website, or I've got a free PDF. Guess what? No one cares. Generic CTAs are like coupons no one clips. You sound like every other guest, polished, pleasant, and totally forgettable. But when you tailor your CTA to the exact content of the episode, everything changes. Let me show you what I mean. One of my students, Alex, appeared on just 3 podcasts, not massive ones, not household names, but he got 400 new subscribers. And they weren't randoms, they were loyal. They opened emails, they became customers. Why? Because his CTA burrowed into listeners' brains like a memory hook. He didn't say, check out my lead magnet. He said, since we just broke down the 3-step close I use in every sales meeting, I put together a cheat sheet called the 3-step close you can steal. You can grab it free. It's linked below. It'll save you hours. It's what I use when I'm landing 5-figure deals. Now that sticks. You see, relevance beats polish. Listeners don't want random downloads. They want context rich, episode connected gold. And here's why this one change creates a domino effect. A specific CTA makes the listener feel seen. It shows you weren't just dropping your greatest hits. You showed up for this audience, this episode, this moment. That's rare, and people respond to what feels like it was built just for them. Now, here's the move. Before you record, imagine the listener's mind during the interview. What's the one thing they'll wish they had in hand while listening? Then build your offer around that. Not around your brand, not around your funnel, around their immediate need. Let's go deeper. Use AI to draft the offer. You feed it this. Design a special offer for listeners of show name that ties directly to the topics covered. Make it ultra specific and desirable. Then refine it, polish the language, add your tone, give it an irresistible title like The AI Mindset Audit. If the topic was AI habits, the 10-minute fix for scarcity messaging, if you discussed pricing psychology, the underrated sales move no one talks about, if you revealed a process hack, whatever the hook, anchor it to the conversation they just heard. Because when the call to action echoes the episode, it doesn't feel like a pitch, it feels like a bonus. Now, stay with me because one CTA isn't enough. You need a system behind it. Once they opt in, they get an email sequence that continues the conversation. This is where you stack value and build trust. Start with, thanks for listening to my chat on show. I mentioned X. Here's more on why it works. Next email, answer a question they didn't think to ask. Final email, invite a reply, make it personal. Real people reply to real people. That's how you build a list that sticks. See, most people think interviews are PR moments. Wrong, they're growth assets. Every show is a campaign. Every CTA builds a bridge. Every episode is a chance to deepen trust. But it only works if your CTA doesn't suck. And most do, because they're not anchored to the moment. Let me hit you with something big. If your CTA could be used on any podcast, it's already too weak. If you can swap out the show name and it still works, then you haven't earned attention. Listeners want fingerprints, not templates. So don't wing your call to action. Architect it. Here's how to do that fast. Right after your prep session for the show, where you already wrote your tailored talking points, ask yourself, what's the gift that proves I understand this audience? Then draft it, name it, test the language. Want to shortcut it? Use this AI prompt. Based on this podcast's format and topic, suggest a high converting digital freebie title and CTA script that feels like a natural next step for the listener. Tweak the output, make it yours. Then share it with the host before going live. They'll love that you came prepared. When you drop that CTA at the end of the episode, it'll feel like the perfect payoff, not a pitch. That's the silent edge top guests have. They don't just prep their quotes, they prep the gift. One more thing, and this can't be overstated. When your CTA hits, your emails perform better. Your retargeting ads land deeper. Your LTV through the roof. Why? Because now you're attracting aligned subscribers, not just tire kickers. These are people who felt resonance in the interview, then took an action driven by curiosity, urgency, and relevance. That's how you prime the buying brain. You've built context, trust, and momentum all before they ever hit your landing page, which means your cost per lead drops. Your time to conversion shrinks. Your brand equity builds. This is what strategic podcasting looks like. This is what separates the guests that disappear from the ones who dominate. And if you're thinking, this is gold, how do I build the rest of the system? I've got you. Because what I just gave you, that's one of the dozens of high leverage AI powered moves I walk you through inside my book. It's called AI List Launch, and it'll show you exactly how to use artificial intelligence to grow your list with precision, authenticity, and zero fluff. So if you've ever struggled with email list building, if you've been guessing instead of architecting, or if you've appeared on shows that led nowhere, click the link in the description. Grab the book. The rest of the system is inside. And if you want more videos on using media appearances for list growth, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping more soon. You don't want to miss what's coming next.